Okay, today is August 9th, 2023, and this is my trade recap. Um, Coming into the morning, I had close to proper amount of sleep, about 7 hours, 7 hour 30 minutes. That's close enough. Felt pretty good this morning. Did my 35 minutes of meditation out of the way, and just filled out my DRC. And coming into the morning, looking at the daily chart here, I suspected it was most likely going to be a choppy day with CPI tomorrow, especially, and with it fully retesting the key level yesterday and holding that level, potentially trapping some shorts. So it needs to really stop them out first before it can have that continuation move lower. Or if it continues to show that it's holding key levels, then you can look for potential longside plays. But for that to set up properly, it probably isn't going to happen until tomorrow or in the afternoon. So I took 3 trades today. First one was a complete tilter. This was such a tilting trade. I took a trade on a 1 minute bear flag short. I thought I was shorting here, but I accidentally bought. And once I realized that, I covered up I sold my position for about a 1.5 hour loss. And the second trade was a dip buy play. This was a subpar setup, and I realized that what I was doing, I missed the first short signal with the misclick, so I am forcing the opposing side with tight risk levels, and that is not the right way to trade. So I took the dip buy here, sold into the pop immediately once I realized what I was doing, and just sat on the sidelines for potential bounce short. And that was my third trade, which was the bounce short right here on this 1 minute candle here. So it's this one right over here. Once it bounced to this VWAP level and rejected, I was risking off this candle. Once this candle closed and broke below this 4526, that's where I added full size, risking off this 4527 level. But initially I got in a starter risking wide off of the 4529 level. But once this candle closed and broke below, I'm starting to risk off this level. So that's where I added into the first washes, where I locked in quarter position for 1 to 2 risk reward. I had 8 contracts covered too, so now the trade's a winner no matter what. And once it dipped below this level, held this key 4523 level, and there wasn't really selling pressure coming in at all. I covered 1 more contract there, keeping the trade a winner no matter what, with my keeping my stop at this level. And then I saw a level here where if it breaks, it's most likely going to bring in some more volume and some more buyers and potentially stop me out. And I was looking at this candle here, and I was watching the book map closely to see if buyers will really step in here. If buyers fail to step in, then I could re-add my covered shares back into the trade. So I was watching closely here. No buying pressure really came in. Pulled back, retested the trend line once more. Buying pressure came in a little bit here, but no continuation at all. Made that lower high and broke this level. And this candle here is where I doubled my position from 5 contracts to 10, and risking now off of this high right here. It's still a 1 hour risk, $50 risk, and 10 contracts total now. And into this candle is where I covered pretty much everything. So great job with your executions today, besides your misclick, but misclicks happen all the time. Great job recognizing that and cutting your trade right away. Not staying in it and hoping for a bounce, just completely taking it out. So if this will load here. Okay, so this right here was supposed to be a short, accidentally bought, was supposed to cover here, but just ended up selling my position here, stopping out for about a 1 hour loss, 1.5 hour loss. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself for that one. This one, I'm very happy with the way I executed this one. I was just playing the price action here. There's no real good setups. I got in pretty much low right over here on these lows right here, risking off this low. So it's a tight risk play for a potential bounce, but there's no real setup here. So you shouldn't have really even been taking this. I think the reason why I did was out of impulse after my initial miss on this short side play. So I tried to force the opposing side, bought, and then just immediately sold into view up here. And that's where I was looking to flip short, because that's the bounce that I was looking for, to reject off here for that continuation short. So that same candle took a starter, second candle took an add, next candle took that full add after I did my calculation. So 4527.22 is the risk, covered into the first predictable wash into the break of lows right here for that 1 to 2 risk reward, and then covered once more once that selling pressure really didn't pick up, just to keep this trade a winner no matter what. And then fiat follow through to the upside now makes the continuation short valid. So I took the add right here, covered everything into this candle. So great executions on that one. There's really nothing to really complain about. Besides, I think I think this using this 4527.5 level as the risk immediately on this candle here is not the best execution in my opinion. I think if adding on this candle here for that confirmation, risking off this, that would be a much better setup. But adding immediately on this 1 minute candle is makes it very likely that it may stop you out first before continuing lower. So if you want to make that add here, then you have to risk wide off of at least over here at these levels up here. Otherwise, and only add on the confirmation short. So this would have been a confirmation short potentially, but the reason why I chose to use this candle in real time was because the risk reward didn't really make sense to the lows if I were to take it any lower. So I do understand why I took it there, but I don't believe that's the right play. But other than that, everything else was really good executions. So where is it? Okay, so my executions right here. Accidentally went long, stopped out, bought the dip, sold into the pop, reshort the pop, covered into the wash, and then short into confirmation, covered into the wash. So mistakes today was the misclick, but good job sticking to your stop. Great job today on understanding that you're feeling tilted and forcing the opposing side and subpar setup, and recognizing that real time and cutting your position, and understanding that you need to be done for the day and actually following through with it. So I will give myself an A on the day despite my misclick, because misclicks happen all the time and I didn't let it get to me. Or I did for a bit, but I recognize that, and that's a huge step forward. So alright, well, that's it.